Appliancers, of all things. The Horus good stuff is back. Sky Strikers aiming for the top, and there's a lot for your OTS events. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. What do you want me to say here? We have Appliancers. With no main deck Phantom Knight monsters to take full advantage of Rusty Bardiche down here, but you know, I feel like that's fine. You know, you don't always, you're basically just going down full Appliancer line anyway. You do have the one Code Breaker 0 Day in here for the little extension options. We've learned that having this card in these somewhat link climbing decks for, you know, some of these little interactions can be a little bit cute. I'm just happy to see that, you know, Machine Dupe Turbo had the chance to actually see some love out here. You know, I thought a lot of these OTS championships are going to be pretty dumpster dogfire because of how bad the format is, but this did kind of prove that, you know, some of the wild ideas out here would get the chance to shine, and that's what I really wanted to see out of the weekend. So, Appliancers, good stuff. Next up here, we have the Horus control pile with the triple skill drain. You have the summon limits built into the main deck here. And you know what? By the grace of Ra, we have the Wicked Avatar seeing play in here as well. And to be fair, I mean, most people are going to look at this and they're going to go, wait a minute. Yes, your opponent can activate spell and trap cards until the end of their second turn after this card's activation. You know, this has, I mean, floodgate conditions on it are absolutely amazing. This build is very good. Also, main decking triple sphere mode. Like, I'm just impressed with this. That's all I am. Like triple Coach King, the triple Dingree. So this extra deck is very optimized for what you need to be able to handle across the board for these problematic matchups. And they did it. They figured it out. Also glad to see Campoic Protector actually seeing some love here. Alright, what else we got? Hi, Sky Striker. How are you? Triple Upstart Goblin. You know, this is the stuff that I actually really like to see. Also, I mean, yeah, we're playing 41 cards, but like, you're playing Striker. You know, Upstarts are just free draw ones to give you the chance to turbo through your deck. Just because you need to make sure that this card is as live, as fast as possible. We are actually siding Hamp, which is kind of a shame because I do like this card a lot. I think it helps out, you know, being able to have a main decked Kaiju that you can literally pull on out and be like, all right, well, we can do this. Triple of this, 2 of this, double multi-roll feels very good. And of course, triple Widow Anchor still being the essential best thing that you want. You know, you're 5 years from this deck being out now, and it still is kind of struggling with the evolutions of the meta. And of course, Double Desires, you got to play this card. As much as you don't want to, you have to risk getting those key resources so you can actually play the game. All right. Wow. We also had heroes in here. You know, the most standard hero builds being able to deploy Plasma. No D-Force in this list. It's actually been a little while since we've actually seen a D-Force build actually kind of come out of the woodwork. I really wish we would see more of D-Force being a deck that could actually do things, but that does not appear to be the case right now. One Foolish Barrel. This is actually kind of an interesting inclusion. I haven't seen a lot of people doing this, but I mean, like, if there's like some world where you got to dump, you know, some piece along the way to trigger it to at least get the extension on the field, that's good. I also see post-side decking. We have crossouts. Yes, with Nibiru running around, you kind of have to take the risk to cut things like this off. And of course, the one favorite Contact, still doing the Infernal Divisor plays, and the one Neos. I think ever since Neos has shown up, that it's been way more streamlined. So, good stuff. What else we got? Oh, more Salamman Great. You know, these builds actually playing the Salamman Great charge in the TCG has been a very welcome change. I'm just happy to see Salad doing its thing. And, yes, more deck lockdown. How many builds can you find that are playing deck lockdown this format? I see that we're also playing the gain 2,000 life points card because, you know, sometimes time is an issue in the modern game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you need to find ways to cheese. And I'm really glad that for whatever reason, Salamman Great just has an ability to just tribute this card and gain 2,000 life points. in-house, built into the synergy of the deck. And this deck is actually playing Meow Mine. To be honest with you, Meow Mine is a very good extender for this deck. Don't underestimate the power that this card actually gives you. Like, it's actually a pretty solid card for the deck. So, good to see some solid changes out here. Next up, oh, hello, Mikanko. I see that, of course, Triple Ohime 2-3. No blue in here. Okay. Doing double Fire Dance with the one Mashu Wadori, the one Kagura, one Rondo, and of course the triple Water Abereske. And we are doing one Rivalry, one Spirit Walk. It feels pretty normal. And remember, we are able to take advantage of the equips, which is so freaking hilarious to me. I also see they are playing the Angel's Ring in the side deck, and the Metal Silver Armor in here as well. You know, actually seeing the Metal Silver Armor popping back into the format is actually kind of a nice change of pace. You know, like, this is, I think this is pretty solid. Hello, Power Tool Braver Dragon. You know, the fact that this card is something that we can actually make because of this is actually kind of disgusting. You can thank Harold for being a broken little tuner monster for the decks like this. And, oh, we have more branded. You know, there was a lot of branded this weekend. A lot more than I could actually cover. And I'm happy to see that branded is still kind of doing its thing out here. We're still doing the Gimmick Puppet Lock. Double cross out in the main deck. I think this is fine, to be honest with you. Making sure that you can cross out and, you know, cut off, you know, well, we can't say Ash Blossom. Oh, yeah, Ash Blossoms. It depends on how far you have to extend to, like, worry about a Nibiru, but, like, you have options. And of course, this good card right here can ruin your day. It's also not like you can't cut this off. We're also not doing the Fusion Duplication in the main deck, which there have been a lot of, I honestly think it's a very big split between the Fusion Duplications, this format, and what people are actually trying to do out here. And having, you know, split takes, I think, is actually a good thing. Differencing challenges does seem like a pretty good thing out here for the meta. Alright. Oh, more Punk? Where's my Gold Pride at? There's no Gold Pride in here. This is just Punk good stuff. This is actually really refreshing to see because, you know, the Punk cards, they do things in themselves. Where's the best card in the whole wide world? Psychic End Punisher? Yes. Honestly, I still think that the reason why this deck is able to steal games is because Psychic End Punisher is just this huge threat that comes down. The opponent looks at it and goes, what am I supposed to do to that? Like, well, yes, there really isn't much that you can do about this, to be honest with you. But people do find ways to out it. It's not totally unbeatable. I see we're also playing some Solemn Strikes down here as well. Huh. You know, this build, I think, has some very interesting things going about it. It's just nice to see that we don't have to play Gold Pride cards in this deck for once. You know, you have that little difference of opinion, and that's good. Oh, hi, more Yubel. Okay, so, we're doing the 1-1-1. I feel like this has been pretty normal for the TCG. I do think once Throne comes out, though, this will challenge and change some things. We're also playing a Pirate map in here. Okay. Just, I mean, hey, get to the Lotus. I mean, map is effectively like free real estate. We're also playing Double Pot of Prosperity. To be honest with you, for your filtering options, I mean, like, you have plenty of things, but you should be able to make a decision in your early hand what combo lines that you need to go down to make the most optimized decision. You know what I mean? Like, some hands will be worse than others, for sure, but you will have that knowledge to go, okay, so we need to go down this line, or, you know, this sub part is the appropriate combo pace for us to do our thing, and you should be absolutely fine based on that. Your Unchained package will do everything that you need it to do here. And our last list out of this is we have Voiceless Voice. And this Fallen of Albaz Voiceless Voice build, this has been pretty standardized. There's no Jowgen in this, though. I see that we are doing the Onyx Pendulum Graph, which is fine. Triple Branded Fusion. You have the Double Pot of Prosperity for those key filtering options. You want to make sure that you can filter through some of these worse options that you can kind of see out here. We're also main decking one Magna Hut, which is, I guess, kind of cool. And then, of course, Baldrake, Druis Worm, post-side decking. So you have, you know, some interesting little inclusions in here. And, of course, the Underworld Goddess. You gotta love the value that this card gives you. Just free ripping off things. So, what do you guys think about these decks from the OTS weekend? Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.